100 Impromptu Speech Topics. What is an impromptu speech? The word impromptu from the dictionary means something done without planning, organization, or rehearsal. So impromptu speech means it's a talk or presentation you deliver without much preparation. You are usually given a few minutes and required to deliver a speech of around 5 minutes, depending on the topic and the event. You may even have 1 minute to prepare the speech in your mind. This kind of speech is trendy at events, thus, you must hone your communication and public speaking skills. The speeches are common during contests, panel discussions, group discussions, debates, in school, or in congregation gatherings. Which are the features of an impromptu speech? This speech has the following characteristics: require little or no preparation, spontaneously organized points, short presentation time. A good example of an impromptu speech is a formal or informal self-introduction. It's an excellent speech that you can give within a minute. When you have such an opportunity, use a brief delivery method. In which instances can you offer an impromptu speech? Sometimes the need to present this speech may arise at any moment in your career. These situations include when you have to represent a late or absent speaker at an event, when introducing yourself at an event, during an interview with a reporter. When in a board meeting and you are hit with a question you didn't expect or prepare for, during an interview, when you are asked an unexpected question, when having an unplanned toast at a company party, when called to offer clarification in the meeting that you weren't invited, when you offer an idea in a meeting and people expect you to elaborate or even defend your point if they are against it, when invited to a company gathering to say a few words without prior notice. List of the most amazing impromptu speech topics ideas. Below is a compiled list of great speech topics you can consider for your presentation. You can choose any topic suitable for your event and one you are comfortable presenting without much preparation. After settling on the topic, start organizing your thoughts for the presentation. Check out our article on how to write an attention-grabbing essay hook and acquire tips for creating catchy speech statements. Impromptu persuasive speech topics. Why do you think humor is a valuable life skill? Why do great results matter in education? Do you think social media has more pros than cons? The younger is lonelier than the old. Can AI take over humankind? Why are the youths getting depression and anxiety at a higher rate? Why is a live-in relationship healthy for a couple? Equality or equity? Which one do we find in our society today? Do you think honesty is the best policy? Are girls becoming smarter than boys? Personal impromptu speech topics. Why is your dad or mom special? What is the most important lesson you've learned in life? What 2 things would you change in the world if given a chance? What is the most successful thing that you have done in life? Where would you go if you were allowed to travel the world? What difference would you make in life if today were your last moment? What is the most challenging experience that you have gone through in life? Who is your enemy, and why? Do you have an unforgettable moment? The great lesson that you learn from your parents. Impromptu speech topics for kids. Describe your favorite pet. Is watching cartoons a waste of time? Why should you take care of yourself? How should you respect your teachers and parents? Favorite character in a cartoon. Which pets do you like most? Talk about all the weekend activities that you like. What would you like to achieve when you grow up? Who is your best role model? Best days in school. Funny impromptu speech topics. Best ways to make your teacher laugh. What is the silliest thing you did as a child? Most inappropriate presents you ever received from Santa. Who was your dream spouse when you were young? The weirdest moment in school. The funniest prank you did on your boyfriend/girlfriend. The greatest mistake you made and learned is a valuable lesson. The first moment when being potty trained. My first experience when swimming. The funniest dream you have ever had. Impromptu speech topics for college students. How to apply for internships without any experience. Is coding a necessary skill for any career? How to avoid online financial scams. How to deal with financial problems in college. How can you lead a happy life in college? How to handle a complex course. Balancing college life and studies. Dating strategies in college. Leadership experience in college. Tips on building a career profile. Impromptu speech topics for high school students. Who is the most influential person in your life? Best pranks that you tried at home. How should you deal with anxiety in public speaking? How to craft the best titles for creative essays. How can you overcome shyness when talking to people? Is it reasonable to use results to bail students? Do cell phones cause cancer? Teachers have a more significant impact on society than any other professional. How can we help animals to live better? How have you experienced racism in school? Business impromptu speech ideas. Bitcoin is the most potent digital currency. How can one start a successful business idea without money? Do you think social media marketing is best for your business? Which management activities can improve your business productivity? Which are the best banks for a mortgage? How do you deal with business government regulations? Best tips to prevent fraud. Why is procrastination risky for a business? Should you copy all your competitors' business strategies? Best business values. Examples of public speaking impromptu speech ideas. Effects of children on watching TVs. What do you think about distance learning programs, mobile phones addiction and its effects on family relationships? Is society becoming materialistic? What do you take on beauty and skin color? What is personal and communal success? Role of man in the society. Importance of the art industry. How to become a successful sport personal. Importance of physical fitness. Examples of creative impromptu speech ideas. Going green is the new trend. Dealing with pollution in homes. Better ways to handle unhappy clients. If playing hide and seek with friends, where would you hide? If you were to be a creature, which animal would you like to be and why? Which are the unhealthiest habits of the teenage stage? Which top trends would you like to come back to today? What does financial freedom look like to you? Which are the most prized possessions? What would you like people to read in your eulogy? Examples of definition impromptu speech ideas. What is grief, and how to handle it? Political stability in a country. What is personal wellness? Explain business communication. What are equal rights? Define the term family. What does natural beauty mean to you? Is optimism a strength? How does society view morality? Happiness isn't money. Expound. The above are some ideas you can consider for an impromptu speech. Ensure you choose what you are most familiar with and can easily present without much preparation. Again, choose a topic depending on your audience, what fits them, and what will inspire them. Don't run for impromptu topics generator while our experts can help you brainstorm on one. Always remember that communication, public speaking skills, and creativity come in handy when delivering an impromptu speech. You can seek our creativity homework help if you get a task you can't handle. How to give a 1-minute speech. If asked to give a few minutes of speech, it may feel scary, and you may even lack words. The following is a format that can consider ensuring you deliver accordingly. 1-minute speech. State your point. Ensure you only have one main message to finish in a minute. Otherwise, mixing a lot of ideas may confuse your audience. Give the reason why you chose the point. Give an example of your point. Relate the example with what you stated as your main idea. How should you prepare for an impromptu speech? Have you ever tried to speak to an audience and suffered from a choked throat, sweating in your hands, and a pounding heart? This experience occurs to anyone, even the most experienced public speakers. However, you can control it if you apply some tactics in delivering your impromptu speech. Always be prepared for any scenario that may arise, and you are requested to present something. Keep your presentation simple by organizing your thoughts in mind or even noting somewhere if you have a few minutes to prepare. The above 1-minute speech guide can help you. Practice for an impromptu speech moment during your free moments. Go with the flow. Some informal events like parties can be candid, therefore don't be too hard on yourself to behave in a certain way. Follow a written paragraph approach. Have this outline in mind of an introduction, main discussion idea, supporting examples, and concluding statement. Frame your points in the form of questions and answer sessions. This technique will help you deliver as expected without leaving any crucial points. This tactic will involve your audience and keep them captivated. It can help when you are filling in for a speaker and barely have an idea of what to present. For instance, if presenting a definition essay on pollution, phrase your points in a question form where you will deliver one main answer. What is pollution? How can we control pollution in our school? What are the greatest effects of pollution in our school?